When it comes to moving camera and photo gear, there's so many different options on the market. Whether it be just a typical backpack, roller bags, and everything in between, how do you know what you need? For years, I was using just a standard camera bag. Just a backpack got me from point A to point B. I could put all my cameras in there, lenses, memory cards, and it was no issue. Yeah, my back hurt at the end of the day, but it got me to where I was needing to go. If I was out on the street, I just throw it down the ground, unzip it, switch out lenses, I was good to go. You can get into the nitty gritty of which bag is better for what, whether it be hiking or street photography and things like that, but that's not what this video is for. I actually making this video because I upgraded what I was using to get from point A to point B. I'm still using my everyday bag, but I actually bought a Pelican 1650. Now I bought this a few months ago, probably close to 6 months at this point, but I didn't think it was fair to make a review video before I've actually used the item. I've used the item, just in Ubers or cars to pick up and go to location. I've used it on Amtrak trains to make sure that I could make it work. And I've also used it on flights now. And so I wanted to go through all of those to see if Pelican may be right for you and in what scenario you might want to use it. So if you're looking at Pelican or any of their competitors, there's a wide variety of cases. They make cases, small all the way up to the massive 1650 that I bought. So how do you know what you need? Well, that's kind of what the job is, right? So if you're using it for video equipment or larger jobs, you're gonna need a bigger case, or smaller cases that you don't mind carrying around. For years, like I said, I was using a backpack and a roller bag. My roller bag was a suitcase. I was using just a typical carry-on oversized or overhead bin suitcase, and I was able to fit my lights, my a couple modifiers, cables, all that in the roller bag, and then my camera gear in the backpack. I switched over to the Pelican because I was tired of doing that. One, because a suitcase isn't made for that, and two, I wanted everything in one suitcase. I just wanted to lift the handle and roll and go. So I was looking at bags that I could do that with. There are smaller Pelican models that, if you look online, a million YouTube videos on them, but they wouldn't fit lights. Or they would fit lights, but you need a second bag for the camera gear, or you need to keep the backpack. And I was like, by the time I'm spending hundreds of dollars on this essentially plastic case, it wasn't worth it. Now, I understand that these plastic cases are nice. You can submerge them in water, you can stand on top of them, and that's all fine and good, but at the end of the day, it's a plastic case with foam in it. They're hundreds of dollars. So, when I was looking at sizes, I wanted something I could fit 2 Godox lights in, the strobe heads themselves, 2 7-inch reflectors, all my cables, accessory equipment such as a couple lenses, the microphone, things like that. And if I had to, I would take a separate bag. But right now I'm able to fit everything, including 2 A7 cameras in it. And I use this both for my flights, Amtrak trips, and just going around the city to shoots. Is it heavy? Yeah, it weighs a ton. The case itself's 20 pounds to begin with. With all my stuff in it, it's 60 pounds. If you take the camera gear out and the lenses, it came out to under 50. So the glass and camera is the bulk of it, but I'm able to fit all my gear in there. Now, do you need this? Probably not. I've seen plenty of people, even in my flights, travels, things like that, who are rolling with the smaller cases, and they're fine. If you're renting a studio that has lights, you don't need this. I like it because I bring my own lights. When you get to a studio and you find out that, they have the same lights as you, but the modifier on the front is specific to it for whatever reason and you can't change it out, then it's an issue. So I just bring my own lights. That way if a bulb goes bad, you can change it out, whatever you need. I'm just kind of that person. But if you're going somewhere and you're renting equipment, if it's production house or the studio has it, you don't need this. If you're doing run and gun photography on the street and you're just using, a reflector or something like that, you don't need this. This is for someone who's, bringing lights or large video equipment or wants to consolidate everything in one bag. For that, it's been great. So the pros, aside from that, I've taken this on Amtrak trips, Uber trips, flight, not a scratch on it. No problem. I mean, it's plastic, so it's got scrapes, but it's built to last. It's the first time I took it out, it poured down rain. All my equipment was fine. Cons, it is heavy. You will, hurt your back if you're not lifting it properly. So yeah, if you're not in shape, time to get in shape. Do some workouts at the gym to help you pick your equipment up. So I bought the Pluck foam. I would not recommend the Pluck foam. I'll show some video now of me messing with it. Okay, so I outlined with the toothpicks, and then I went back with chalk for the first two big items. So then from here, I'm going to go through and pull out the foam. So should have space in the back for the lenses and two camera bodies. We'll see how it goes. So here's top down. All right. So first hole down. It's a fucking mess. Just buy the Trek pack. That's all I got. So update. We got the explorers in, the lights, reflectors, cut a hole for both cameras, and just put in a foam block to separate. So that'll go there. And if it's standing upright, it ain't gonna much matter anyway. So as you can see, if there's any other option besides that, do that. There's videos online of actually making your own dividers, and that seems to be the way to go. When this foam breaks down, I'll do that. But for now, I'm stuck with what I have, and I don't hate it, but it was definitely a nightmare. If you don't have the tools at your disposal, get those. Chalk was nonsense. Toothpicks were nonsense. Use the chalk. That's the only real way to see what you're doing. Storage. You buy a case this big, right? Where are you going to put it? Fortunately, I have a closet. This stores all my stuff. Lifting this up and down stairs to a basement, not really going to happen. So make sure you have storage in mind for this. I'm sure if you run your own business, you do have storage, but these are things to think about. You look online, it says 20 pounds. You don't really think about it. Once you throw all your gear in it, and it's 50, 60 pounds, then you got a real issue on your hands if you're not used to lifting that much weight, especially in a, container that's not, easy to move around. Last thing of note, if you're going to be flying with this, if you don't already, get yourself a press pass for your business. I took Southwest. You get 2 free check bags, up to 70 pounds, I believe. You get 2 bags on their free press pass model, whatever it is. Obviously, you work for a newspaper organization, something like that, you'll have a press pass. But if you have your own business and you're doing photography and commercial video work all the time, get on Photoshop, make yourself a press pass, find a place online that prints on the hard plastic, print that out, throw it in a lanyard case, and then print their policy online. That's what I did when I went to Orlando on my last trip. Put it all together, show them at the desk, and now you can put all your stuff in one case, and you're not worried about buying those Pelican airbags where they're a little bit smaller and they're more like a carry-on and they weigh a little less. Don't worry about it. If you're flying, get the biggest bag you can get, put all your stuff in it, put a lock on it, and if you're insured, which you should be for your business, you're not worried about it. So that's all I got. So I would highly recommend this case, the 1650. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. Have a good one.